Hey guys, it's Joe here with Anime Everything Online, and these are my top 10 anime recommendations with katana and sword fighting themes. Japan has always been known for its unique, legendary weapon known as katana. It is a samurai sword that has been featured a million times in games, comics and movies. Naturally, this has also become the central theme of several popular anime series. In this list, we will be taking a look at some of the greatest anime, featuring intense sword fighting sequences. But before we jump into the list, consider subscribing to this channel for anime recommendations, list, top 10s and more. Number 12, Afro Samurai. The events of Afro Samurai take place in a future version of Japan. The main character is on a mission to exact revenge on the man who is the best fighter in the world. After working his way up to the position of the number 2 fighter, he decided it was time to take on the fighter who held the number 1 spot. Along his path to exacting vengeance, he runs into a gang of bounty hunters, assassins, and monks. In addition to that, he is accompanied by a jovial ninja. Afro Samurai is without a doubt one of the most popular anime in this genre, and is definitely worth your time. Number 11, Bleach. Bleach is a hit anime in the shonen genre and was once considered the big 3 of all anime. While not all the characters in this anime use a katana, there is a decent amount of katana uses in this show. Regardless, Bleach is jam-packed with insane sword fighting sequences and power-ups called Bankai, which you would not want to miss. This is a fantasy anime about Shinigami, or Soul Reapers, and humans who get involved with them. While the plot tends to repeat itself arc after arc, the fighting scenes themselves are definitely worth watching. Number 10, House of Five Leaves. The main character, Masanosuke Akatsu, is a subservient swordsman, and the plot revolves around him. Because he is so mild-mannered, he is frequently fired from his jobs. This causes him to question his legitimacy as a samurai. When Mas's life has hit rock bottom, a man named Yoichi hires him to be his bodyguard. As a bodyguard, his job is not an easy one by any means. He had to engage in illegal activities, even though it was against his conscience. He becomes more involved with a group known as Five Leaves, led by Yoichi. This makes him start questioning his determination even further. He comes to the conclusion that he must solve the mystery surrounding Yoichi and his group in order to get a better understanding of what's really going on. This show is a perfect watch for anyone who loves a decent seinen anime in historical settings. Number 9, AKAME ga Kill. Tatsumi is our main character from an impoverished and starving village. He has no choice but to set his sights on the capital in the vain hope that they could help improve the conditions of his hometown. However, when he gets there, he discovers that the city is not nearly as charitable as he had been led to believe it was. Corruption permeates every aspect of society, and he comes dangerously close to falling prey to it himself. Thankfully, a lady armed with a katana comes to his aid and saves him. She is a part of the vigilante assassination group, Night Raid, which has the goal of eliminating every corrupt person working in the capital. Tatsumi makes the decision to join them in order to put an end to the suffering of his people. This show is really popular for its cool fight sequences and interesting cast of characters. So if you're looking for a neat action anime with a decent plot, AKAME ga Kill is what you're looking for. Number 8, NORAGAMI. NORAGAMI is an anime about a stray god who has to do odd jobs in the human world to be in existence. He is also an excellent swordsman who wields weapons called regalia. As a god, his duty is to help people in need, and kill evil spirits that torment the human world. However, he does not do it for free. He charges a meager 5 yen for his service, which is exactly the amount that people donate to deities at shrines. One day, he encounters a girl, Hayori. She was surprisingly able to see him, even though he should be invisible to humans' eyes. After a series of events, Hayori finds herself in the middle of the battle among gods and other evil spirits. It is up to Yato to settle the score with the enemies from his past and protect Hayori. NORAGAMI is easily one of my most favorite anime in terms of its plot and characters, and it also has a ton of sword fighting, as our main character uses a katana as his primary weapon. Number 7. DORORO. In the beginning of the story, a cruel samurai by the name of Daigo Kagemitsu offers the body parts of his newborn baby to a group of 48 devils, in exchange for complete dominance over his country. After that, Daigo gave the instruction to a woman to drown the infant in the river. But the woman was unable to carry out such a heinous act, so she put the child in a boat instead, and let it drift away. The newborn baby, who was now without eyes, nose, skin, tongue, limbs, and virtually every other organ, was miraculously able to find its way into the hands of a person who makes prosthetics. Because of this, the young boy made it through his ordeal alive. He is now an adult with prosthetic limbs that have katana blades attached to them. He is on a demon hunting rampage in order to retrieve his body parts, even if it means bringing down the empire that was built upon his sacrifice. The story of this anime gets realistically dark and gloomy at several parts, but that is exactly why this show stands out from the rest. Number 6. Sword of the Stranger. The Sword of the Stranger is a high-rated anime movie set in an ancient Japanese period. It centers on Nanashi, a young man with dreams of becoming a samurai. He is currently under the tutelage of a monk, who is instructing him in the ways of life. Nanashi has a strong desire to discover the meaning of life. But in order to do so, he has no choice but to commit horrific acts, so that he can protect himself from the evil that exists in China. As much as he hates, he has to suppress his true ideals, in order for him to achieve his objectives. However, his life takes an interesting turn, when he runs into a young boy and his dog, who are on the run from mysterious assassins. Although this movie was released over almost 2 decades ago, its animation quality and voice acting are too good not to watch this epic show. Number 5. RUROUNI KENSHIN. When we talk about anime with katanas and swords, there is only one legendary samurai anime series that every veteran fan thinks of: RUROUNI KENSHIN. While this anime series might have gone out of trend in current times, it was, and is still one of the best anime with katana and sword fighting themes, even after 25+ years of its initial release. The story is about a mysterious samurai who is hellbent on using a blunt sword that does not kill anyone. However, he is so strong that even a blunt sword cuts pretty well, which really makes one wonder what would happen if he used an actual sharp blade. The samurai's past, present life and future aspirations are all amazing and really well written. Especially when the villains from his past catch up to him, things make an exciting turn. Number 4. KATANAGATARI. Kyoto Ryu is a lost technique that has been in existence since ancient days, that transforms your body into a sword. Shichika Yasuri, a hermit who lives in exile with his sister, is the only known practitioner of this sword style. When Tagame, an ambitious female strategist, seeks his help to obtain the 12 deviant blades, Shichika accepts her proposal, just because he is interested in the girl. But in order to obtain the 12 blades, they must first defeat their guardians, who have dedicated their entire lives to fulfill their duty to protect the swords. Luckily, Shichika, with his unique sword technique, is the only one who can beat those guardians. This anime's art style emphasizes vivid colors, and is so different from what we're used to the point we'll need to adapt to enjoy its story. But trust me when I say this, you won't regret watching this epic show. Number 3. Samurai Champloo. Third on this list is none other than the popular samurai anime, Samurai Champloo. A band of nefarious samurai harass a young girl, while she is working as a waitress in a tea shop. But thanks to the bandit named Mugen, and a ronin named Jin, she is saved. After that, Mugen and Jin get into a fight, which ultimately results in the death of the son of the local magistrate. It has been decided that both of them will have to be put to death. However, they were saved from being executed with the young girl's assistance. In exchange, she requests their help in locating the samurai whose scent is reminiscent of sunflowers. Almost everyone who loves the sword fighting theme would have already watched this epic show. But if you haven't, Samurai Champloo is a must-watch for you. Number 2. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is the talk of the current generation of anime fans. It is without a doubt one of the most popular shonen series of recent times that features some of the coolest ever katana fighting sequences. As the name of the show suggests, the main plot of this anime is centered around slaying demons that have been haunting humanity for ages. In addition to normal sword fighting styles, Demon Slayer has added its own spice to it by creating breathing forms, which opens the possibility for a wide variety of cool yet devastating sword attacks. With the manga having reached its end, it is only a matter of time for the anime to catch up. So you can choose to wait a couple of years to binge it all at once, or you could just start right away and enjoy this amazing show. Either way, any fans of the sword fighting genre would definitely love this anime.
極限の命のやり取りの中で体の奥に眠る戦いの記憶が蘇ったのか。
Number 1. GINTAMA. GINTAMA is a unique and hilarious anime series that deserves all the praise in the world for its masterful story progression. It starts off weirdly, introducing a society where aliens have invaded Earth during the Edo period. Naturally, there was a huge war where the Japanese people fought the high-tech aliens with their katana swords. But obviously, they lost the battle and surrendered to them. The aliens ruled over the humans and banned the use of swords. However, our protagonist lives by the way of sword and always walks around with a wooden katana. This anime series has several different themes and is extremely hilarious when it tries to be funny, but at the same time, it gets super emotional when the story gets serious. GINTAMA gets a 10 out of 10 score from us. That said, it will more likely be extremely difficult to get into this anime, as it's so weird that you will want to drop watching it. But trust me, by the end of the series, you will thank me for having recommended such an amazing anime. So grit your teeth and get through the comedy arcs, and you will get why this show is the top-rated sword-fighting themed anime series of all time. That's it for this video. Did I miss your favorite anime in this genre? If so, let me know in the comment section below. Nonetheless, I hope you found something new and interesting to binge on. Thank you for watching.